greetings. Thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. Alright, election year is here. No, election year is, I think it's the next year, right, too. I don't keep track of all that crap, but pretty much the nonsense of our elections are upon us. Basically just the talking heads and just voting doesn't matter, none of this matters. See, when everyone's like tearing each other apart, very little progress is being made. Of course, it depends on their perspective. I believe, I didn't put it the year, but this year and the presidential years are coming up on, Democrats are going to lose. Not everything. At least, not going to lose in everything, but they're going to lose a majority. They are losers, and it's going to keep on losing. Not to say Republicans are any better. It's just that Democrats have lost their... I don't know what's going on with them. It's not looking good. We can see humanity wants a better life, and the Democrats aren't really offering that. They might say they are. So, in the next presidential election, there's a possibility that they might clone Hillary Clinton, like a clone army again, and watch her lose again. I doubt she's going to run again. So hopefully get Pocahontas to run. That'll be interesting. It'll be good to get your popcorn, enjoy the ride. It'll be humorous. That's about it's a joke anyway. So is it a game or is it a joke? It's about both. It's a learning experience. Whenever humanity is ready to stop destroying each other and to ripping each other apart, thinking that's all cool and everything, when the more peaceful energies come in, a lot of us can go home. Like myself. I would like to go home. But instead we're stuck here. So, we're trying to make the world a better place. Be laughed at by connecting to guides, angels, and most of the kids out there are too busy beating the crap out of each other to realize what the real world's about, because they're not into any of that. So as the Earth connects more to the higher dimensions, you can see where the lower dimensions are in full operation. And that is in our political world. So I figure I'll bring that up because it's obvious. It's written all over the walls of a majority will probably. Of course, anything can shift, but most likely Democrats aren't going to win very. And it's not going to be a good year. And the next year with the presidential election, at least the campaign, either way, they're not going to win. So yeah, Trump can phone it in. Only one doesn't really matter because they're not going to win. The Democrats are just. They've already said they don't have anybody slick like Obama to put on this whatever this is, and I don't know. It's all nonsense. None of it really matters. It's just try getting that into the psyche of the mainstream human. That doesn't work very well. So yeah, politics is brought here to divide us, and it's doing a really good job of it, as you can see. So, that's about it. Have a nice day. No, that's everything. So, it's really unfortunate we live in a world like this right now, where it's basically just high school, just out of control, unfortunately, and it's going to go on and on. All this conspiracy theories and all this, just, YouTube goes down. It's like 300 conspiracy theories about that. It's like, oh, just does it ever end? Apparently not. So yeah, basically, humanity adds more love to the air of this reality. You'll see politics finally healing, and the divide being healed, and the Democrat and Republican parties will eventually be tossed out. And this goes worldwide to other parties that do their other nonsense too. Whatever, it's all nonsense in the long run. It's like they put these two parties up to see how much you're going to beat the crap out of each other. And you realize this is all just, you're all being played, and they are. Oh yeah. Trust me, there are alien races that love this stuff are having a blast. You don't realize that humans here are theater for some of us that are here don't want to see it at all. But other alien beings that just have like a messed up sense of humor, basically enjoy this stuff. They want you to bicker. They put thoughts in your mind to go attack this person, think it's justified. We're going to justify doing that, and it's like, what was I thinking? So there's just It's unfortunate, but it is our reality. So just kind of sit back, relax, and try not to get attacked. So as we are here to awaken the world as it is going backwards, because there are these beings here that are causing difficulties. I definitely want us to go backwards instead of forwards. So they're going to keep you, as long as you have these two parties, as long as all this hate is out there, like it has the thing with immigration, as long as this hate keeps going, evolution, evolving higher vibrations, becomes a little bit more difficult. But as we shift, there is a major shift coming. Don't know when it's coming, but it's coming. A major shift is on its way, maybe to throw out a lot of this negative stuff. I don't know, but a major one's on its way. I got hit by it today, and it's. I guess we'll find out where it's all going. It'd be nice if we have a nice major change, like fast food companies go away. That would be good. Or maybe it'd be healthy food instead. Eventually it'd be less animal products down the line. In our money system, of course that would disappear, but we got a while for that one, because many have contracts with that through lessons. So eventually that would be a release, but that would be when our ascension is over, when we're at the fourth dimension, basically. The worldwide. Meaning that there's no more protests, hate, things are going to finally calm down. So you can say something that's hate and all this is basically, many are know that change is on the way. As for what change, they're not really showing what the hell it is. I don't know. Is it alien presence? I mean, there's alien presence here, but not always going to see in the physical. Not yet. We are moving towards that direction for sure. Does the Democrat, Republican, does any of that really matter? No, not really. None of it means anything. None of it. Just take those two parties and just throw them out. They don't mean anything. But it's unfortunate that many are still holding on to that, because that is programming. And trust me, there's a lot of alien beings that are having a blast watching all of this. And it's just unfortunate that humans are still falling for the old tricks, basically. Of course, they look at Abraham Lincoln throughout the history. Has always been bickering. Oh, we must do that. It's just like, when are the high school kids going to calm down and start healing each other? Like people like Bill O'Reilly. Funny, though. I mentioned in the past that I feel like the Ascension is going to have difficulties with him in power. And then, like a year later, or maybe less than that, then he got fired. It's like, that's a good sign. Maybe the Democrat Republican parties can take a hike too. I think that's a little bit hard to get rid of those. That'd be good to get rid of those, though. We definitely need. So it feels like a shift. I'm not sure what kind of shift is coming, but we're going into a new age. And it feels like it happened today, but I don't know when the effects of it is just going to calm down. We got change has to come eventually, and we haven't really seen a big load of that. I guess it has to do with the election. I'm not sure if it has anything to do with the election at all. It might not. It just feels like we're going into a new timeline energy. Basically, it feels like we're going to where we get more answers. We have all these questions. We're not getting a lot of we get some answers, but not really the answers that we're looking for. For us to like leave the planet or alien connections, all of this, to give us more focus into where we're heading. So it just takes time, but hopefully these parties can at least heal each other and start getting along with each other instead of all this negative. So when you step back and look at it, it's just a war zone. It doesn't need to be that way. And of course they feel like it needs to be. Trump's this, Trump's that, and then it's just it's like, it's unfortunate. And how many of these politicians are paid behind the scenes, bribed, and whatever it is, and these people go out, they're all for this politician. It's crooked as hell. It's like, it's unfortunate. It's like, Hillary is a good example of that. You got like billionaires keeping her. That went really well. She's still a lot of bitterness still there. I think some of her health has to do with a lot of this, with losing. Like, I don't think she wants to be alive anymore, really. I mean, she's there for her grandkids. I don't know why her grandkids would want her here, but whatever. I think she has a grandkid. I have no idea. I don't want to know. I don't care. But, yeah, she's going to get a lot of karma after this. That's for damn sure. It's not going to look good for her. It's not looking good now. But she thinks she can get away with all this. And right now the mainstream media is also protecting her. Of course, they call it all conspiracy theories. There's no evidence of stuff, but Jesus, it's not looking good. It's unfortunate, but maybe after she leaves the planet, or the stuff will start coming out, possibly. The mainstream is not wanting to accept it, but you never know. Then again, they talk about Kennedy and what happened with that. So it's a possibility that the Clinton corruption possibly will go into more of the limelight. It's hard to say. There's too many people protecting her. So the only thing is, a lot of that, of course, not to say Trump is perfect, but of course Hillary has a lot of other stuff in there that's not so good. That is unfortunate. But I believe we're going to a new age. It just takes time. So all these months, like September, October, felt vibrations moving in. Today feels like a turning point that we're heading into. But it's not clear of where. Either way. Alright. If I do this right, it's been a long day. Nobody would believe it if they heard it. Alright, it's IvanTotal.com. For those that are new to all this, we have private sessions throughout the week. Some here, availability here and there. We also have we're in the channel. We have Google Hangout, Zoom and channeling by phone. We also have the shop, which I am on. Yeah, I'm gonna be like 8 days for delivery. Maybe even longer than that, because I'm doing the best I can. But same thing over here, maybe 7 to 8 day delivery. There's the channels and heroes I do recommend. You have the social network, and we have the Rabbit that is going to make his next debut very, very soon. Thank you for your support. As we connect more to the galactic energies here, they are assisting us, of course, for a more positive environment. Of course, after today, my internet went out early this evening. It's like one of the internet ports in my router went bad. It's like, jeez, I had to replace the whole router. So the internet company, but it's like, bad timing. So I never really had anything like that happen before. So. And this timing of it was kind of interesting. So answer questions as soon as I can. Today has been a heavy day. Asking angels, that's for assistance. Basically, like, I'm charging in here to break the brick wall of deception of this reality, of modern reality. Basically, so we can connect more to our galactic roots. Of course, many are not ready for that. But basically, you wonder what your place here is, to heal the third dimension, basically. Heal the reality. You know, you see all this hate going on in government. Only reason, like I said, only reason I mention it, because you go where the problem is. It's the only reason why I bring it up. I don't want to go into it. I don't go into the details of it. But that area, as you can tell, is a cesspool. Hollywood, not much different. Different, but the same. Yeah, not much different. Wall Street, the biggest cesspool of them all. Anunnaki energies, Illuminati vibrations. You want it? It's there. It is there. It's hiding behind the dollars. It puts walls up, puts luxury everywhere to hide themselves. So the more luxury it is, the more Illuminati, more secret society it is. Look as lovely and friendly as they can, and it's total demonic. Most of it. When you think of big business, you feel like, did you sell your soul to get to this position? Most likely they have. Or if they already sold it before they came here, whatever it is, Bill Gates, etc. I'll have to mention names, but there's a lot. Yeah, so I believe we're going to get to more of a knowledge base of where we're going. As for when, I have no idea. As for alien vibrations, those are here to connect. Keep on connecting. The vibrations are being heard. You can feel it around. It is going out there. Basically, a lot of politicians, are being unlocked. A lot of them are becoming more spiritual. Maybe not now. Maybe they are. Maybe it's hidden. It's obviously not going to be public. I believe many of them are aware of all this type of hocus pocus. Some of them are, at least. They've been in there for a while. They got nothing to do. They swim around the $1 million swimming pool, got nothing better to do, and they run across this stuff. It's like, Of course, when you're a high government, got Area 51, you got all those conspiracies, like they gotta have an idea of what's going on. So they get curious, they'll look around. So some of them have an idea. Obviously, they're not going to make it public. So when you have the teenagers called the mainstream media, kind of protecting them in some ways not, depending on what kind of manipulation it's going through astral. The astral world is steering our world into a more awareness of what's going on. It just takes time. We are coming in a time of awareness of who's here, what's happening, eventually. There's those tall blondes, there's tall whites, there's Zeta, there's reptilian, there's all this. All these energies are here to assist. Obviously, not all of them are here to assist, but there are many here to assist us to find our. It feels like, once again, there's a major turning point coming. Haven't quite reached it yet, but we're going into that threshold of we're moving out of this reality. Not quickly, but things are going to start changing. That's all I got. Doesn't mean aliens are going to start landing or anything like that, but those that are here to awaken, to connect, for contact, continues. I'll let that keep going with that. And other of us are in the battleground. Jeez. Let's see here. Here to unlock negative energies, of course. Obviously the Illuminati energies are connected to Disney and this theme park nonsense, and it's humans are going to hold on to this for the most part, but not everyone. Some are going to get curious and wander off. Basically to break out of the mind control, but not yet. We are going to a pattern of release, but not yet. Well, it's basically let's put it this way. What I'm receiving here is, well, I guess you can say we're all looking for a big wave, right? We're looking for a release of the nonsense, right? Like disclosure, at least some kind of disclosure. Doesn't mean a ship has to fall from the sky, but more disclosure of what's happening here. But we have to unlock from our old ways. It looks like we're getting there. We have not fully gotten there, but we're on our way of unlocking the secrecy. Let's put it that way. As for what secrecy, where it is, Area 51, maybe not, but more ideas of alien connections are going to become more stronger with us over time, but they're not giving me full details here. But we're at a turning point of, you can say with the Democrats losing, and they're going to lose. Not all of them, but most of them will lose. I don't think they're going to get a hold of anything. They might in some areas, like I say, but it's not going to look good. You can say that's part of it. The old ways are going to start to fade out. The old ways that used to work are not going to work anymore, which eventually will lead to disclosure, basically. Notice how the old ways are keeping alien information hidden, spiritual energy hidden. The old ways, the old paradigm. It's going to take a while for it to release, but we're in the direction of it releasing. Let's put it that way. Yeah, time frame. Who knows? Now would be better, but yeah. Good luck with that. Too many that are in the politics world are too busy having fun tearing each other apart. So they make a career out of it. They get all mad about this stuff. Oh, jeez, just why are some of why? I mean, I can't be the only one's like, why am I here? It's like, jeez. Of course, I've been wondering that for most of my life. So At least I'm getting some indication finally of why I'm here. And I still wonder why I'm here. We are getting ready for a shift. That's all I got. That's all I got. Basically, let's put it this way. We're going to the direction of what we're looking for. As for when, 5-10 years, but at least, because it feels like I said, I'm gonna repeat myself, but yeah, we are letting go of the old locks of the old programming. So, I mean, I believe this election has something to do with it, but other stuff is in the mix that they're not telling me what it is for many reasons. So the old ways of looking at this reality, the way it is, basically, obviously, the way people look at life, the majority, is how grandma, grandpa, parents, ancestors, how they all looked at it. So we're at a turning point where we're healing that to go on a new timeline where we can finally let go of all that old, because we're coming into the 20s, right? Remember the roaring 20s? Our roaring 20s would be the roaring crying. When you look at politics, it's crying. We're part of the crying generation. That's what this generation is. And it's not the young generation. It's the old and young. It's all of them. The rest of us are crying too because we're here. We have to put up with it. No, a lot of people don't want it at all. A lot of people want to get rid of the Democrat, Republican, get rid of all. I imagine there's a lot of them out there. They want to get rid of it altogether because it's nonsense. And it is. It's the divide is unbelievable. It's mind control from different alien groups. Of course, in some ways, I guess you can say they feel like they need to separate us because we can't get along anyway. So it's like, let's separate them for a while because they're going to tear each other apart anyway. Because they're not ready to get along with each other, as you can see. So I guess separating is another way of making it a little bit better. In some ways, I see that. Yeah. It's like they're separating us because you're in a big group beating the crap out of each other. That's not working out. So they have to separate us. And now they're going to bring us back together again. The year 5000 seems like a good year for that to happen. So those that are awakening, just be patient. As your alien connection course continue on, you are activating through Zeta and Arcturian energies. Alright, let's see if anybody's here for a brief message. I'm ready to take a break. One of these days I'm going to take a long break. Well, I'm on the unemployment line. Then I can rest as long as I can. I'll be definitely answering questions a lot quicker. We're working to that. We're in that direction. Okay, here we go. Greetings to you, we other Arcturians. Greetings to you. Yes, you are here to level out your vibrations. You're here to cool yourselves off. Let your minds think more clearly. At this point, many of you are actually connecting to other thoughts of others. You think your thoughts are yours, but actually it's a thought of others coming into your mind to get you to be on their side. As many are having difficulties healing who they are, finding their own identity. It's hard to have your own identity when you have the thoughts of your own parents or grandparents in your mindset of who to be, as it's very difficult to be who you want to be when everyone's telling you what you should be. So it's difficult, as basically, yes, the tentacles of mind control on this planet goes on different levels. It is not just through governments, through parenting, as they are unaware of it. They're not there to cause harm, not at all. Some are, but most aren't. As basically we're all, yes, all trying to figure out the existence here. And yes, you will find your own path. Your own path will be discovered, but basically you are discovering more of a new reality as for a high vibrational reality. So not to say, yes, growing up in this world is basically connected to the thought patterns that are needed for your existence here, as many of you are aware. But many get lost and disgruntled and very depressed. And that is because the programming isn't working as well. Now, there are also, yes, parents that are here to help you find your direction, of course, and it does work. But many more are going to incarnate in this world where their timelines don't matter anymore. Meaning, this reality, many are going to become more lost than they ever had. Because more starseed energies are going to incarnate. It's like they don't want to do with anything your world has to offer as for where to do and how to grow. Many are going to find their own path. It's not going to be easy. As you know, more freedom, less money. There's already here, but it's going to become more apparent. As I don't need money anymore. No more of that. That is toxic energies. That will come into your planet over time. It's already here in some ways, but it's going to become more known. As basically more galactic beings are going to be incarnated in your planet to connect to the philosophy of alien energies, to connect more with their talents, less with the income, and use their talents basically to heal this reality, but also do a creation process of technologies. And yes, they will find a way to make it work. And I realize also we are kind of going a little bit ahead of your timeline, but we are giving you a glimpse also to your future. Yes, what is happening with your political groups, yes, many of them are toxifying themselves, but also one group is going to be losing its energies and even being cast out. As yes, none of them are going to be perfect, but one agenda is taking over the other one as now being slowly retired. So you can say the one that is in the losing direction is also the one to learn a new direction. So is there a losing at all? Well, it depends on how you look at it. It's basically the dog is learning new tricks. The one way of putting it. That's what you're going to learn. But the new tricks won't be deception. Yes, there will be some of that, of course. We're also going to a new paradigm of thinking. A new philosophy will eventually be brought into your world. It is slowly being downloaded here and there. But of course, your human collective is rejecting a great deal of it. So actually, your Democratic Party is connecting to a new vibration, if they choose to. Many will reject it, but realize when a party loses, they look at new ways of doing things. Your new ways of doing things won't be exactly alien yet, but over time it will be. As you are adapting a new way of looking at life. Many are having difficulties digesting this because they're so used to the anger and hates and thinking that would get you somewhere. And it does. But eventually that vibration will lose its steam. As humans are going to find more of themselves. You're going to see themselves too. Some will see themselves with pointy ears. Like an animal has ears pointing out of their heads. Fairy ears, some of them. Yes. Some of you are animal-like and don't realize it. Yes, it might be a little bit out there for some of you. But realize this is a new generation you're going into. Yes, connecting to other universes, but also getting to know more of yourselves. As this 3D reality, as you call it whatever you want, is slowly being healed by your mental capacities of wanting a better world, not just for yourself, for your children and your children's children. But in a way where it's not copying the past. And you realize your astral world, everybody knows what we are talking about. And this human form, many aren't ready to hear it. They are, but they aren't. As many lessons that they are living in, and you're not ready to bring in this new way of existence. But you are on a new track. As for what is going to occur, is alien vibe. Basically, as your human collective becomes less negative, more your alien energy becomes stronger with you, basically. It's that simple. And the negative energies have to be flushed out. You find out also that negative energy is not getting me where I thought it would or where it used to get me. As I connect more for a positive, even praying, yes, even helps. Basically, connecting to a more positive vibration will get me further to being angry and super negative. As negative on your planet as you see it as a popular feature. It is made into movies. It is done in drama. As for your horror movies, it definitely take a lot of negative energies. It has spiritual energies from lower astral, basically to program your masses of how to think, how to be, how to look. Attractiveness through negativity, basically. And once your humanity begins to reject those vibrations. Because eventually people on your what we see will be afraid of horror movies. As you see that it's actually programming the young, and it is doing an excellent job. It is more, yes, more MK Ultra energies are done in your planet more than you'd ever realize. It's done in such a way, a comfortable and clear way of thinking. Yes, your government is very much involved with raising your children through the parents, which is not always a bad thing because that's part of your growth. But many are going to grow differently for not long. More alien vibrations, meaning, yes, left job, as you call normal job situation, as many were going to reject the job, and that many are already, as you can see. Those numbers are going to increase. But more spiritual vibration be accepted. As right now it's misunderstood, not understood, afraid of, but those of you that are connecting very easily will get stronger and assist. And you are protected. Just believe in yourselves. Your energies will continue to get stronger and more advanced with the human race. Many are not ready for this, but many are ready for it. And those that are ready will receive downloads as needed, as it's time to awaken your planet to what truly is going on. Blessings. Alright, blessings, everyone. Have a great night.